Hello everyone, in this video today we are going to talk about Subclass 189, General Skilled Migration. Why I thought about doing this video is because there's going to be a really high number of Subclass 189 invitations and visas granted in the next few years. So if you think you're eligible, you should definitely get your EOI lodged. And by watching this video, you will find out your eligibility. So I will explain the eligibility criteria for Subclass 189 and the most important facts you should know before you lodge your expression of interest. To be eligible to lodge an expression of interest in the skill select system, you need three things. Your occupation has to be in the medium to long-term list. We will put a link to this occupation list in the description. You also need to have a skills assessment in your occupation. And lastly, you need to meet the minimum required points. To be eligible to lodge an expression of interest, you need to have minimum of 65 points in total on your own, because for Subclass 189, the state doesn't give you any points. And also I just want to let you know that if you want to calculate your points, there is a point calculator in our website that you are free to go and use anytime. It doesn't cost you anything. The link to our website will also be in the description down below. I will go through each category of the points table a little later. But now I will tell you a few important facts you should consider and know before you even start any of this process or lodge an expression of interest. Subclass 189 is Australian permanent residency. So if the visa is granted, you can live and work anywhere in Australia. And also this visa is a two-step process. First, you need to lodge and get an invitation from Department of Home Affairs. Then only you can lodge the visa application. You can be in or outside of Australia when you lodge your EOI and your visa. And you can include all your family members in your application. And you don't need to be working or have a job in your nominated field as long as you can meet the minimum required points, which is 65. Also, you must have a positive skill assessment by the time you get an invitation. The points claimed in your EOI has to be the same when you lodge your visa. This is actually a critical point where a lot of our clients make mistakes. So if your points is lower when you actually lodge your visa application, your visa can be refused. So it's really important that you understand your points table and claim your points accurately before you lodge your visa application. Now I will go through each category of points. First one is your age. You get points between the age of 18 and 45. If you're over 45, then you cannot get an invitation for Subclass 189. So the 45 age is a big cutoff. Category where you can claim points for your English is the next. You can claim 10 points or 20 points depending on your English. But you need to have minimum of, if it's IELTS 6 in each band or competent English to lodge an EOI. The next category is your skilled employment experience. So if you're someone who's got experience outside of Australia, then you need to have at least 3 years for you to start claiming points. So you can claim 5 points if you have minimum of 3 years in your nominated occupation. But if you're someone who's got experience within Australia, even for 1 year in your nominated occupation, you can claim 5 points. So the next category is where you claim points for your educational qualification. The maximum points are for a doctorate level, which is 20 points. And for bachelor's or master's, you get 15 points. Diploma level study or a trade qualification where you get 10 points. Now please note that this qualification does not have to be in your nominated occupation, or the qualification does not have to be from Australia. As long as it is assessed comparable to an Australian qualification, you can still claim the points. So this is really good news for our applicants from offshore. The next category is your specialist education qualification. In this category, you can claim 10 points. In the past, it used to be 5, but with the new changes, now you can claim 10 points. We did make a separate video about how to claim these 10 points for your STEM qualifications, and we will put a link in the description for you to check. The next category is your Australian study requirement. So this category is for applicants who only studied, who studied in Australia. If you didn't study in Australia, you cannot really claim points under this category. But if someone studied minimum of 2 years in Australia, and if that qualification ticks all the boxes, then you can claim points in your expression of interest. The next category under which you can claim points is professional year program. However, this professional year program is only available for engineering, IT and accounting graduates. Then again, this professional year is only available in Australia, so not for offshore candidates. The next category is the community language, which is normally an exam called N.A.A.T.I, N.A.A.T.I. We will again put a link in this description, so you can go to a website and find out about this community language, and you can claim 5 points if you can clear N.A.A.T.I successfully. And the next category under which you can claim points is regional study. Again, for our onshore applicant, if you studied 2 years in a regional suburb, then you can claim extra 5 points. Again, don't get confused. This is not for offshore applicant. The final category are the partner points. So if you have a partner who has got a skill assessment and also 6 in each band in English, then you can claim 10 points. We did make a video in the past how to claim these 10 points for your partners. Again, we will put a link in the description. I know it's a lot of information, but it's very critical to get it all right. In a situation where your partner does not have a skill assessment but just the English, then they can give you 5 points. Or if you are someone who's single, then you will get 10 points. I hope this points table or the categories make sense to you, because this is critical to get your points right, as I explained earlier, if you want to get your successful 189 EOI lodged and get your visa lodged. So I hope watching this video you will get some understanding to start the process. It has little complicated places where with work experience or qualifications. If you need help further to lodge your 189 EOI or any other Australian migration related matter, please get in touch with us. We are more than happy to help. Thank you.